Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to another episode of Halo. Please excuse the poor lighting and sound conditions. I am out of town right now. So even though my setup at home is still super janky, this is going to be even jankier. So get ready. This is episode 3 of Halo. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this one in a way where it does not get claimed or blocked, because Paramount or CBS actually, who is like, it's like the Viacom, CBS, whatever parent company, keeps claiming my videos, and it's frustrating because they're doing an audio claim, and normally with an audio claim you have the option to just mute that audio. Whatever section they claimed, you can either mute the audio completely or you can just mute just the sound they claimed or whatever. But with CBS, they intentionally click a setting where they don't even give you the option to mute that audio. So you either have to just, like, if your video is blocked, you just have to like trim out, like completely cut that whole section of video, or you're just kind of screwed and your video can't be seen. So that's a bummer. Right now, both of my episode 1 and episode 2 reactions are claimed. You can still see them if you're on like computer. They're blocked on mobile, so that's a bummer. But I'm really enjoying this show so far, so I want to keep doing reactions for you guys. Hopefully, CBS does not make it like a struggle to do so. So I might have to do some weird editing stuff, like putting the Halo logo on top of the show or something, so that, you know, the system doesn't catch the audio or catch the video, and then, because the videos you're getting not auto claimed, manual claimed, so someone's seeing like the video and then claiming it, so it's frustrating. But what happened last time on Halo? Last time we met Soren, one of Master Chief's friends, not friends, I get, well, kind of friends, former Spartan program candidate at least, and he's living on this like asteroid with a family, and where we left off is Chief left Quan Ha at that station, and now he's going back, and he met with Halsey and he's trying to figure out like what is going on with him. So hopefully we will get some answers, and I'm interested to see if it goes further and further away from the games as we know them, or if it goes a little closer, because I know this is supposed to take place like before the games, I believe, before the fall of Reach. I flip my hat around for better lighting. Even though it's still super jank lighting. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into this episode. Before we do that, please consider leaving a like on the video. It means a ton to me and helps my channel grow a lot. If you are new here or find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you're interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. Post all my full uncuts over there in watch along format, so you just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into episode 3 of Halo. Planet Oban. What? I feel like I recognize that planet name.
Contaminated bags will be rejected and extra shifts imposed.
Okay, so they're sorting through the salvage. Ooh, come on now. Be nice.
The heart of an untamed woman.
That's
What's untamed?
a treacherous journey into the heart of an untamed woman.
Do you know what that word says? Kiss. So when you read a word like
So
that,
this kid's trying to get it
someone's
in.
supposed to kiss you.
Do it. Come on. Well, actually, no. They're like 8. Peck on the cheek. Oh.
Hey,
Ooh,
get back to
ooh.
work.
I mean, you could just get back to work. You don't have to run.
Maki, come on!
Ooh, Maki. That's, isn't that, that's the older, the one with at High Charity. Just beat her brother to death? Or is that is her brother Chief. Okay. So does the Covenant come glass this planet?
I'll teach you a lesson.
Okay, so that's where her burns came from. I know I said they killed her brother. The kid obviously was not her brother because they kissed. Oh, this man's lucky a brain. This creature is what we seek. So, she's some homeless kid on this trash planet, and she gets taken in. How did she get to this trash planet? Was she separated from Master Chief? Are they actually brother and sister?
Jana ok ogaka amit imidaga.
Bring back
Niji
Kisa.
khashank oga. Jana.
Good luck. What you think you're gonna do, Maki? Kill the chief? I ain't think so. I ain't think so. Get out of town.
According to Master Chief, it has something to do with a weapon somewhere. We have no confirmation.
What
but
weapon?
Dr.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
know exactly why.
I don't understand. He's up to her. You still do you know anything about it?
Halsey.
Then why should
I want you to lead a team in analyzing this artifact. Determine what it is, what it does, and if in fact...
Okay, so just like Halsey went behind her back, she's like, I'm gonna go behind Halsey's back with this. Hello, clown. I brought you a puzzle.
How are you feeling?
So, the organ you're after is my brain. Or should I say, your brain?
Probably, yeah.
I've perfected.
The Cortana system's viable. So you'll integrate her into a working Spartan.
That's next.
I bet it's John.
He was the special one. Yes.
She's
Trouble recently.
she's like
This is our only
very much like her, but doesn't seem as mature.
He was always willful.
Almost childlike.
What about Miranda, our daughter?
Ooh.
I think we have everything we need.
She doesn't want to talk about that.
My age, and
Would you actually be able to go through with it?
She's probably a little more jaded now.
Progress.
Now she's hella willing to go through with it. So are they putting Cortana in him? Like, now? In the games, Cortana's like on a chip that goes in his helmet. I'm curious how they're gonna do it in this. It's probably spooky. This clone is like super willing to go die for this. She's like, yeah, man. As long as the science is right.
You have the most beautiful brain.
Okay, this guy's a creeper.
You will be part of something bigger
You're weird.
and better.
I don't like the way you talk. Don't do that. Mm-mm. No. Okay, so he obviously has a thing for Halsey.
ready?
Clone, spill the beans on what just went down. Tell her about how this dude's a creeper. Ooh, are they gonna show what happens? Her heart rate's through the roof, bruv. Oh. What? I have no idea what's... How did that work? Well, you know, got the dub. That's what matters. Now, how much do we want to bet this dude still tries to kiss her after she's been brained? Okay, so they're just gonna put Cortana straight up in his head. Like, not even in his helmet. Oh. Yo, Aaron from Blind Wave is gonna hate this episode. Oh, the friggin' needles just going everywhere. I guess if they put it straight into his head, that provides a greater opportunity for him to remain helmetless later in the series. So like in the games, in order to like have Cortana with him, he pretty much had to have his helmet on at all times. In this, since it's just in his head, that does set up possibilities where like he can communicate with Cortana without having to be in his system. Or I guess, well, she's communicating with Cortana right now. Interesting. So like,
when the game is over, the king and the pawn go back into the same box.
Classic Cortana voice. It's played by the same lady from the games.
Hello, Dr. Halsey.
It is so good to finally meet you.
Doctor, there's a problem. My neural implant is operating perfectly, but I'm unable to take full operational control of the subject.
Yes.
Yeah, she took that part out.
You will be conscious within the hour. Can I recommend that you use this time to familiarize yourself with the trove of human knowledge that's now available to you?
What will I do with the other 52.4 minutes?
It only takes her 7.5 minutes to examine all of human knowledge. Well, we finally meet Cortana. Just the latest iteration of her. In the game, she went through like 4 or 5 different designs where initially she looked hella janky. She was naked for some of it, and now she has clothes, so progress.
There are people still loyal to my father in the capital city. I know it.
Okay, so there is more people on this planet. It was just her little outpost that got messed up.
Give me a ship.
Right.
Don't turn your back on me, asshole.
You trying to fight right now, Kwanha?
And as a courtesy to John, I'm not gonna crush your skull. Now run on home, and I'll see you at dinner.
Something tells me she's still gonna try and escape.
Would you like to meet her?
Not particularly, no.
Cortana.
You'll be friends with her soon. Almost romantic. There's a weird connection between you. You're like best buds.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Master Chief. I'll speak to you soon, I guess.
She's got a personality.
Covenant Corvette.
That is Covenant.
They appear dead in the water.
Probably a bomb. Oh no, that's probably Maki, pretending to have escaped.
This is UNSC ship Gladius. Identify yourself.
I need help. I'm from planet Circumstance. We were taken prisoner. Please come quick. Thank you.
Oh, there's the hunter, big worm monster. That's not what we want, brother. Those things are impossible to kill. You have to shoot them with like 15 rockets. Plasma grenades up the wazoo. What memories will you see this time? Take a look a book. Reading Rainbow. Yo, I bet that dog is not actually a dog. I bet that dog is his sister, Maki.
I'm now getting no readings from the artifact at all. That's fascinating.
So he's got to be conscious. He just looks dumb. What did you see, brother?
Are we done?
He's like, I'm trying to get out of here, bro. They're having tacos in the mess hall later. I want some of those.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, that's creepy. Weird to see the hunters out of their little suits. Very interesting. You should shoot her. Why is no one trying to shoot her? Dang, those things do work. It's gonna like break him in half.
Take my keystone.
I will tell you nothing. But you won't find anything on us.
And the worm's gonna figure it out by sucking your brain. What the? How do you have that? What? What did they do to you? You got an energy sword and your fingertips. You freaky, freaky girl.
Can I have your attention for a moment, please?
What are you doing?
To those of you who haven't heard of me, I'm Cortana.
I'll be working with Master Chief to provide the
Go away. AI off.
I'm introducing myself to the rest of the team.
Go. Disappear.
They're not quite friends yet.
forward to working with you.
I love Cortana already in this show. She's just like, she is not to be controlled.
When I touch the artifact, I see things.
What kind of things?
Images from his childhood.
Memories, I guess.
A dog.
A dog, my dog. I think.
Still not helpful.
More.
Is the artifact bringing up memories of Nora 098?
No. I remember losing her.
What?
I don't feel anything.
That's as it should be.
But when I touch the artifact, I don't just see those memories.
Feels him.
I feel them.
So it's like overriding the pellet.
Dr. Halsey, we have an issue.
Oh, he's gonna take it out?
Master Chief, what are you doing? Down. Down. Left. There. Now make a 1.3 centimeter vertical. Twist 45 degrees and use the knife edge to...
Ooh. Decent amount of shots at the Master Chief booty. We're gonna see his schlong too. So this Spartan, even though she said they trust him, I don't think she trusts him. Or she's at least very cautious about what's going down. Portal. The aperture science orange on the wall. Probably not a reference, but I'm gonna decide it was one. He's experiencing all of it. all the things he didn't feel before. The wonder and the probably somewhat overwhelming nature of it all. It's like he's on drugs. He's like, what is happening? Cool beans. This is like weirdly beautiful to just watch him experience this for the first time.
Hey, it's mine. Thanks.
He's just like mind blown. Ooh, a dog! That dog's a paid actor. Halsey paid that lady to bring this dog here. This whole thing's set up. Everyone in that little stair space is a paid actor. There's a ball and a dog and music. He knows she's listening. He's like, you're gonna tell me how you know what was in my dreams. No more drawing that weird thing, John.
I don't want to do it.
What is he burying? The dog? The drawing?
There's a second artifact.
Are you sure?
I drew it.
He's like, we're going to this friggin' planet. And I am learning about who I am. Because Halsey took you from there and then didn't want anyone to know it existed.
Killing off most of the population. There was no cure.
AKA Halsey killed everyone.
Survivors were evacuated.
I have no other data.
Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
I'm sorry, Chief.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dr. Halsey.
Why you want me back?
Halsey Einstein.
I realized that an altered hormonal state might affect my interactions with the artifact. There were 2 artifacts.
Oh, she is gaslighting him so hard, she knows he took it out.
Goes with it.
Come with you.
She wants to go with him so that she knows how to correctly gaslight him when he experiences something new there. She just plays him so hard. Like, there's definitely a father-daughter connection there, but she, at the same time, is treating him like an object.
Can you imagine the combined potential?
You really think we'll find the other piece on Olympus? Or is John just imagining it?
I mean, he's definitely not imagining it, I don't think.
We have to see for ourselves.
And if returning to Olympus brings back other memories for John, the truth could bring us all down.
Yep, how you stole him? Yeah, but she's developing a little bit of a conscience and isn't quite as controllable as you would hope. Okay, solid episode. I'm just really enjoying the new way to experience this story. Like, one, I don't remember everything from the games, so I definitely have forgotten a lot of it. But then also a lot of what we're seeing is before the games and based off some short stories and books and stuff. So it's, for me, it's just super fun to experience the Halo universe in a whole new way. I'm really digging the dynamic between Cortana and Master Chief already. Like, obviously, the voice actress for Cortana from the games is back to play her in the series, so that's already a great piece of continuity, and she's super good in the games and already super great here. I just really enjoy Cortana already. She's probably my favorite character right now, to be honest. I also really enjoy Master Chief. I like how they're giving him more of a personality and he's not just like a robot. That definitely is kind of one of my complaints about the games is that for the first like 3 or 4 games, he doesn't really have a personality at all. He's just kind of like a I'm just here to kill the Covenant type, you know. And that was by design, right? Because what was it? I think Bungie or 343, whoever, when they developed it, they were, I don't know if it's an exact quote, but they were kind of quoted as you know, he didn't really have a personality or a face early on because he was meant to be an avatar for the player. And then later on in the stories, they developed more of a identity for him. So I like how in the show we are seeing more of who he is as a person and how these things are affecting him outside of the imagery of the Master Chief contained helmet. I know a lot of people are not going to be thrilled with, you know, seeing so much of him outside of his suit, but you know, it's the reality of making a story in show format that is both entertaining and emotionally satisfying. Like, you can't, it's so difficult to get inside the mind of a character when you don't see their face ever. And you know, it can be done, but it's just immensely more difficult. So I appreciate the fact that we're seeing a lot of Master Chief without his helmet. I think it's a nice, fun twist, and I'm not one of those people that gets upset over small changes to source material. I've talked about this in things like the Wheel of Time and Lord of the Rings and other properties where they change things from source material. I'm okay with this. This is, again, kind of like a parallel universe similar to the Kelvin timeline in Star Trek. It's different, you know, and I think the more people are willing to experience this as a retelling or a parallel universe of the Halo storyline, I think more people will enjoy it. I'm really interested to see more of his past and what's going to happen with them going back to the planet. Halsey is a master gaslighter. Like, she's watching him the whole time. She has information on his every move, and then he's like, I took my pellet out. She's like, you took your pellet out? Like, she knows everything, and it's just like, oh my gosh. But I'm really enjoying it so far. Hopefully we get to see more action. There was some action kinda in this episode with Maki using the hunter worms or whatever, or the hunter is made up of all these worms. I don't know what the worms individually are called, but it was interesting to see her kind of try and go undercover and then just massacre this whole ship with the hunter worms. And they're going to Madrigal, and that's where Quan Ha's going back to. So they might have an interaction, possibly. Maybe she'll be able to tell somehow that Master Chief has connected with Quan Ha, and she'll take Quan Ha, and then Master Chief will have to go rescue her. I don't know. I'm just really interested to find out. I'm really enjoying the series so far. Hopefully my reaction to this episode does not get claimed like all the other ones have. But I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so I'm out of town, so I can't really dive into a deep discussion on the episode. Next week will probably be a longer analyzation of what I'm seeing. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode down below. Are you happy that it's diverging more from the games? You know, we saw some Master Chief booty. We didn't see that in the games at all. So are you happy that it's kind of telling its own story, or are you one of those game purists that is just like hating on the show because it's different? Hopefully you're not one of those people. If you are, I mean, if you don't like the show, that's fine. Don't try and convince other people to dislike the show if they are experiencing joy watching it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. We're getting some more info on characters' backstories, including Maki and Master Chief. We're meeting Cortana and already seeing the bond between her and John develop. And I'm a big fan so far. I'm really enjoying it. Only 3 episodes in, and it's already a lot of fun. So again, let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments below. If If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a ton to me. If you're new here or find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this janky setup reaction, check out my Patreon. It is linked in the description below. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.